My traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, the dawn is breaking on the stage that holds our final destiny. And so my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, don't dream it, be it. Because the show must go on. And on today's episode, do you read Sutter Kane? If not, let me tell you all about it. So today we're gonna get our April vibes. The month of April 2024, and what's interesting is underneath the deck here, this seems to be like these three right here seems to be the underlying energy we have within the next few weeks and a year from now. So two timeline cards. Something's happening in this month that likely won't stop playing out until like the end of the year. Okay, so something's going to happen. And then that's going to continue going on through 2024. And then we're ending with helpful people. And so I would say that likely it's possible that your friendships or network is expanding. If you're not doing anything particularly social, that also might be like if you're networking for business or something like that. That could also be if you're not doing something in person, something social media related. And what we have here on the table already is communicate clearly, and then here is the wait. So we have something that is occurring with that communicate clearly and with the next few weeks. And then we have that a year from now card, which like that is the wait. So I don't think it's actual waiting at the moment. It just seems like something, like there might be a little influx of something and then that might taper off. But if you experience that, don't let that like trick you into thinking that like something doesn't still have momentum behind it. It's just that it's going to take some time to play out. So after this wait card, we have meditation brings answers. So it seems like, at least from the overlying and under the deck energy, I don't know that April is going to be an especially like wild month for the collective. In general, it might be a little bit quieter, but we'll see. I might be being fooled by what we already have on the board with the oracles. Okay, like that. All right, what's underneath here? Here's that communicate clearly and wait. Communicate clearly, wait. And then meditation brings answers, because we've got some sort of like confusion. I don't know if there's some sort of issue happening in your social circle, but it's sort of like somebody or you is going to say something that you need to say, or that like, I don't know, you might be speaking up about something. And then it's like, hold up, because we've got this like unknown issue within like the social circle. And it's like, you don't want to sort of run into the, like, you don't want to be bullheaded about something that's going on. It's like, don't rush into that. Because it's like, it's almost like, it's gonna, there it is, because it's gonna create more problems than you solve. It's sort of like, don't rush into anything like foolishly, because it's almost like you're gonna turn the mob against you or something like that. And then you're gonna be like, Tower, 9 of Wands. So it's not that it's like an unsurvivable or completely horrific tower, but like, it's sort of like you're gonna have to recover from it, right? 9 of Wands, 4 of Swords. If, like, let's say whatever this is does play out and you do get a tower, it's just underneath the deck. After you go through it, it will likely benefit you in some way. It will make you stronger in some capacity. But if you follow the advice, I would guess, on the table, it is that tower, whatever it is likely avoidable. So what is under communicate clearly? The Wheel of Fortune. I don't know if this is like us communicating clearly now at the moment. We might be hearing someone else talk to us. That's been something that's been coming out in the reads, that there are some like larger events that are going to end up playing out like on the national or international stage, and like those things are potentially affecting our day-to-day lives in some capacity. And I have been getting that. That's been like a message surrounding the April 8th eclipse. So it's possible we're going to see some more international, like this is the Wheel of Fortune is like something that is not within our control. So it might be that we're seeing some sort of debates, some sort of negotiations, I'm not sure. And then under weight, here's somebody waiting, the Four of Cups. But what it seems like is this is something perhaps that we are seeing play out and we are watching and we're not having a very active role. And so now what I'm thinking, if these are like world events, right? And you are watching them play out, and so everybody's gonna have an opinion on that. People are like, depending on what it is, like people are going to potentially very passionately or even violently like disagree. So it's sort of like before you get on the internet, okay, like before you go into mixed company and just start shooting your mouth off about something, like that's kind of like, especially if it's on the internet, like it's more of the one, like the interpersonal conversations that you have with people who you share your life with. That's more of the important stuff. So I'm not saying if you disagree with something, just don't talk about it. Don't like debate or argue or challenge people in your life who are saying things that you very much disagree with and think are harmful potentially. But it's sort of like you're gonna kind of want to have maybe a plan or like a way that you're going to communicate that, and not like, it's basically like, don't just start yelling at people, like try not to attack people if possible, right? Because depending on what it is, that's like you're asking people to stay unemotional. Oh my gosh, you can tell it's early. You're asking people to stay unemotional about things that are very like things that we should be enraged by, right? But it's sort of like, it's an unfair situation, because when you are passionately moved by something, it's like people will use your own passion and feelings to discount anything that you're saying to them. And so that's why I'm saying, like, even though it is ridiculous that that sort of thing happens, it's only going to exhaust you and make you upset in the end. So what do you really want to be dealing with? And I would say, especially online, those sorts of things are going to be way more important to be handling in person. Especially if like you have real world acquaintances who are also your mutuals online. Do you really like, I would like wait to have those conversations in person rather than start getting into something like in the DMs. And so now at our meditation brings answers, we have, this is just like, be patient, like Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. It's sort of like you're gonna wanna watch to see how things play out in the real world, maybe before you're adding your 2 cents. Like I would really think about if your words are needed in certain situations. Like, do you actually need to speak here? Because I always like I was just like, is this the battle? Like, is this it? Or is this like more of just like an energy waster and a time sink? Because like, that's like kind of what I go with now. And for most of the stuff that's online, energy waster, time sink. Unless you are making your actual money or you're attempting to make money online, like being a political channel or reacting to things and giving hot takes, or maybe doing like rage farming or hot takes, then like it's gonna be something that is just degrading your mental health usually. And your energy would likely be spent better, like elsewhere, likely sort of on the same issues, but you're going to be doing something like more productive, maybe like on the ground, or like I'm saying, in real life. Okay, so let's get a little more clarity on what we have here on this Wheel of Fortune. Seven of Swords, oh gosh, I don't know. That's either like, you might want to keep your thoughts to yourself, or that's like something happening. What is that? That is like, what I'm getting is that it's sort of like, it really seems like something's going on like nationally or internationally, and it's sort of like, who do you really, like, are these the people that you really want to be engaging with? Like, think about it. And I know it's rude, but it's like, are these the people who it is most productive to be going back and forth with? Like, what is their like knowledge on the topic? What is their intellectual capacity? What is their capacity for like an actual conversation? Or is this just going to devolve into like people calling each other names? That's what I mean. Like, it's just discernment, because I don't want to suggest anyone like not stand up for themselves or like be a coward in a certain situation. That's not like what it seems like. It just seems like, who are you really talking to? And they, like, what I heard immediately when I saw this Ace of Pentacles was pearls before swine. Like, are you in fact casting, like, your thoughts are very valuable, your time is very valuable, and what you know is very valuable. It's worth something. So who are you spending that with? Who are you spending that on? And if you are in fact choosing to do this, are you communicating in the most effective way possible? Is it clear? You might want to like keep it like concise, especially if it's something online. Like, nobody's gonna actually like read a whole bunch of stuff. So it's just like short declarative like statements. Can we have any information on what that Wheel of Fortune is? Well, somebody might die, but I'm telling you, this isn't somebody that you know. It's like somebody public. Somebody might die. There might be like a change within representation, or a change in authority, or some sort of massive change within some sort of like higher systems of power. What is that Death card? The King of Wands, that might be I don't know if that's a more negative aspected King of Wands or a positive one. Death, the World. That's a big fucking change. Death in the World. Get one more. I'm telling you, that is not something going on locally. Two of Pentacles. It's like something, there's going to be some freaking big shift. And that's the thing, it's like going to throw a lot of people off. Who is that King of Wands? So it doesn't look like maybe someone dying. Oh. Whoever that King of Wands is, we've got the Devil with strength. Strength is a booster. So this is like the double devil, King of Wands. That's not good. So, I mean, it is potentially striking me, like, hopefully, like, whoever that is getting out. Double devil, King of Wands. What's happening to that person? Like, what can you describe the event? Like, they might not, like, describe the event. I got other people. I got the Empress and the King of Swords. Somebody might, like, people might take somebody down. Two of Cups. We've got like a team up. So we've got an Empress, King of Swords, partnering up. That's not I don't think that this is a couple. I think these are just two people who are working together. They are teaming up to do something to this King of Wands. Okay, but like, what are they doing? It's like working together to, I don't know what this, Knight of Cups is, but it seems amicable or positive. So whatever action they are taking, it is like, whoa, okay, there's the Tower. There's something that these people are working together to present or do that is going to cause a Tower moment. And I'm not getting like true specifics on what that is. The Hierophant, I'm just saying this is like big deal stuff. Whatever that is, it's people in very, very high positions of power and authority. It's something going on at that level. And we're going to see it, and it's going to affect us within the next few weeks. So likely like sometime in April, maybe May, if we go over. And so now we have weight and this Four of Cups. The Emperor. Someone might get put on time out. Time out. Four of Cups, Four of Coins. It's like someone's being neutralized on the board. This does not strike me as like a personal thing. The Moon. It's somebody might. Let me get one more on that Moon. Because that's either their next move is unclear to them, like they can't make a move and they don't see any options out of this, or there is the potential, right, with that Moon card. I have the Ace of Wands and the Five of Coins. It could be what I'm describing because it's something about the way that Emperor is obviously treating people. But that also could be the Moon. I was getting something about somebody's mental health. Somebody could potentially, like, the reason why they're being neutralized is because people are presenting like evidence that this person is like mentally unwell and that they are taking action from like an unwell state, but it would have to do with like mental health. Okay. And then meditation brings answers. Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, the Hermit. This is just kind of like wait and see. Yeah, Judgment. This is, whatever I'm describing to y'all, this is not something I would guess that any of the collective is directly involved with. This is like something that we're watching. And that's been kind of a trending energy in the reads lately. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't get out anything like a little bit more grounded for the collective, because I'm also not seeing like, how are these events directly impacting the collective? It's going to cause some sort of division within like your relationships or within the community. Like this seems very like whatever this event is, it's going to be a very divisive topic. It's going to be a divisive event. And like, this is like potentially like spouses arguing, or because like it's a wand and a pentacle. So these would be like, and we also have yin or female, yang, hi Dasa, yang and male. All that is suggesting to me is that we have people, we have people on opposite sides of this divide. And so that's what I'm talking about by like, who is it? Like how, it just seems like, how are we negotiating the conversations is what I'm saying. So let me go ahead and get some clarifiers on that. And And I don't know, it seems like there are some people who are going to be like spoiling for a fight. It's more immature communication, more immature perspectives. And that Page of Swords would also suggest the internet to me. So that's what I'm talking about. Who are the people who we really should be engaging with? Three of Swords. It seems like whatever this event is, it is going to be more hurtful for whoever like these more wands, potentially yin people are. Like, with the Nine of Pentacles on that, we could be dealing with like another big women's rights issue. Six of Swords, that's just like walk away from conversations, but like people might like leave people over this. Like friendships are going to be like kind of ended over this. I don't know if it's a women's rights issue or anything, but it's sort of like, I have to like protect my own peace here. So whoever is embodying this energy, I am simply Six of Swords. I am not engaging with that. It's sort of like, I need to maintain my center. And I don't owe you a debate or a conversation. Like, that's what it seems like. So this is kind of like a protect your mental health month. Yeah, this is like protect your peace. So there's gonna be like likely some wilder, maybe international or national events going on. And so it's just like pick your battles, like protect your mental health. It doesn't do you any good to completely like wear yourself out in all these arguments. Like, is it actually doing something? Like, what action are you taking that is actually maybe effective and building towards like something positive? That like, it's like choosing it that way, and then otherwise just going like, me engaging with all these people who are being wrong on the internet is in fact not doing anything for the larger issue, and also it is depleting me. It like, that does not, like, I am not a bad activist or whatever it is for not fighting every single last person to the verbal death. That. So can we get anything that's a bit more like separate from this issue, potentially personal for the collective for the month of April? All right, let's see here. Oh dear. You know, it seems like whatever this event is, it's a public event, it's a public drama, that is like taking up all the air. Or the energetic air. Like, until this event like plays out, it is taking up the energetic air. Because it's like high level stuff. Yeah, it's like Four of Swords. I don't think, all I'm getting is like the same, like Five of Wands, Six of Wands, Four of Swords, Seven of Wands. That's like, what are you getting involved with? Like, pick and choose, like, is that the hill you want to die on? Is that the hill you want to die on? Okay, and this is all stuff that is happening publicly. So I flat out cannot get anything else right now, at least for like the month of April, right? We're probably going to get different stuff for like the regular general messages. So we will go ahead and move right into our final advice outcome, closing with the Sun and the Father. Before I do, if you have benefited from the channel in any way and you do have anything to give back financially, I have a link down below for House of TULIP. House of TULIP is a local nonprofit created and run by trans and gender nonconforming people of color, and House of TULIP's mission is to support houseless, trans, and gender nonconforming youth in the city, getting them homes, toiletries, clothes, job opportunities, and everything that they would need to move from a place from surviving into thriving within a loving community of their own. So let's go ahead and get final advice. Outcome, we've got drama in international, national drama in April. There's that communicate clearly. Diplomacy, discernment, Three of Wands, that's also watching someone else speak like from a distance. This is like, we have like talking heads. Like, these are like some type of like political figures or like at something. It's something like that. And then we have like the collective back here is what this looks like to me. This is just reiterating that like the main action is being taken by people who aren't us. And it seems like, here's what I'm saying. It seems like what is being attempted is something positive, but it's like people are reacting like negatively to it. So like, that's kind of like when like we're saying we're gonna have, I don't know, like healthcare. We're gonna have like free healthcare or something like that, and people are mad about it. It's something that would benefit like a large number. Or student loan, like they cancel all the student loans. They're like, no more. We just cancel all of this. It's like, it's good for a large portion of the nation, of the country. But like, obviously that's going to piss off a certain interest who are capitalizing off of that. But also it makes people, the type of person that it makes angry is typically the type of person who's just like, well, I paid back all my student loans, so like none of these people should have any relief. Like that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting here. This is some sort of like relief thing or like helping other people thing that some people are going to be for and some people are going to be against. And like, it seems like at least some of this is going to get a little bit vicious in the dialogue. They're trying to make, somebody is trying to make something positive happen here, it seems like. And then we have like these foolish, it's like step away, like just watch the foolishness play out. Like don't involve yourself. Don't involve yourself in it. Because it just seems like, it seems like whatever this is going to happen. It seems like there's going to be some sort of like positive success here. 9 of Cups under the deck. That's all seeming like relief or something. Because I got 9 of Cups, Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. That seems like some sort of like action being taken. It's like an action and resources. Action being taken to give resource. It's like a 9 of Cups. It's like something that you would want, I would guess. And like it's being like ended with like the Queen of Cups, Page of Cups. And that all seems very much like some sort of relief. Some sort of relief, some sort of assistance, something like that. So let's go ahead and get Jesus on it. And then we'll just close out the read. An interesting one for April. All right, let's see what Jesus has to say about it. Because who knows? I never know when I'm making those big statements like that, though. I would say the clown, well, this isn't the clown, but like a lot of the stuff has played out, at least some of it in general, to me. Jesus says, rejoice because your names are written in heaven. So this is something like for the collective, right? Whatever this is, probably this is going to be a positive thing. Okay, in general. Jesus also says, I am humble and gentle at heart, and you will find rest for your souls. I'm telling you, this is some sort of a relief or aid thing in some way. But that is also like, just chill, like, center your own mental health, right? Center your own peace, your own joy. Especially if this is something that's like falling like with like marginalized community. Like if you are within the intersections of marginalizations that are being helped and also simultaneously attacked, like it is not your job to be engaging with these people. Like lean on allies. So Jesus also says, peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Like this is like a, like I said, this is supposed to benefit people. It's supposed to give relief to people, whatever it is. It is more blessed to give than to receive. This is some sort of like resources are being given or something. Like, I don't know how that's happening, but it's like somebody is being given to, and it is positive and beneficial, like for the collective, but there are going to be people who are angry about this. I don't know, like that could mean that like taxes are being affected. I'm not sure. Or if it's not that, then the people, like this is like, I don't know, trans people getting some sort of like a national something or another, and like Christian conservatives or people who just tend to not like trans people getting upset because like trans people are getting protections maybe, or some sort of like provisions on like medical transitioning. It could be something like that, but that's just an example. But like that would, like, it's going to be an issue like that, a topic like that while to me, that's a very positive thing, a lot of people are going to be mad about it because they do not think trans people should exist, and they also don't feel that we should be supporting trans people in that capacity. So let's go ahead and close out as we do with the highest authority. That highest authority, of course, being Bob, our Father who art in heaven. We close with the word of Bob that is good all the time. All right, Bob says, just let go and fall like a little waterfall. Like I said, we're not in control of this. We're just going to have to go with it, whatever it is. It's happening for us, not to us. Bob also says, isn't that fantastic? I knew you could do it. Like, I'm telling you, this is something positive, and likely it might be something that, like, it might be a milestone event, like something that we've been working to, or at least some of us have been working towards or wanting to see happen for a while. And, you know, not everybody's going to agree. Bob finally says, you can move mountains, rivers, trees. You can determine what your world is like. This is a big deal. Whatever it is, I don't know exactly what it is, but it's a big change. It's a big transition. And no matter if that is positive or not, what that means is there is going to be turbulence within society as people are adjusting to this, reacting to it, protesting it, having it all worked out in the collective energy. So, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, this is reality. And I am, of course, your GM, your game master for this, the game of life. I am also, of course, the greatest magician of the age and perhaps the greatest magician of all time. And together, you and I will perform the greatest magic trick of all time. We will reverse the polarities of the world, make America great for once, fly this boat to the moon somehow, shift our world onto the mega happy timeline, perhaps leaving it a much better place than it ever has been before, because we are, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, crawling on the planet's face, some insects called the human race, lost in time and lost in space. End meeting.